back on Just Talking is the name of this podcast. I got my boy today, Donnivin Jordan. What up, Donnivin? What's good, baby?
What's up, man? I just came by, just talk.
Just came by,
just talk.
Yeah, it's just talking.
Just talk to the people. You know.
Right. What's good? I like the red. Do you like this fireplace that we got going on? You know, for the ladies.
That's really dope right there.
For the ladies.
I don't know if it's like a loop or it's gonna actually burn.
No, it's gonna burn.
I need to get that. Is that an app? What is that?
I think that's
on Netflix, I think.
Okay, so I want to say that you were like a half an hour to 45 minutes late, which is
I would say you can't say half hour to 45 minutes. You just leave it at half hour.
Here's the thing: why you thought that because all the engineers and everybody here is white, so you thought it was going to be a black situation, so you felt like it was cool to already just come in.
I felt like you was already going to get started.
And
then I was going to come in on the show. Like, ladies and gentlemen, he's here now. Welcome to the show.
Could you be
Donnivin Jordan?
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
Yeah, did you imagine?
You know what I'm saying? And then parking is crazy outside, so that added another to me. You didn't tell me about parking.
I
would have got my driver to just pull up and drive, but I wanted to drive my new whip today.
There you go.
So I wouldn't have drove that had I known where I was.
Yeah.
Parking is crazy.
Okay.
And so I had to find parking, and then, I just want you to know I'm hungry, and I didn't stop and get nothing to eat.
You didn't stop and get
because I had to rush here for you.
I understand that, but if you should have said something because there's white people here, so there's a lot of snacks and good shit that you could have for it. You know what I mean? You could have had snacks. There's a whole bunch of snacks. White people always have a snack closet if you go to their house, just so you know. So anything that I do with white people, there's always snacks and drinks and
long
stuff
long as it ain't nothing cooked.
Just long as it's nothing cooked.
Long as it's in a bag already. Long as I got a something,
why is that?
Need some sort of freshness sound.
Why
like
is that?
I just don't trust everybody cooking. No, I got to see the kitchen.
You got to see the kitchen.
See the animals, see the kids.
Okay.
Pots. I don't trust everybody.
You don't trust everybody.
Yeah,
well, that leads into like a great
because you can't sue them.
You can't sue the people.
Yeah. Like I go to a restaurant, I don't know back there cooking, but I know if something happened, I could sue y'all.
Right.
I can't sue Ocean.
So you jumped right into one of the topics that we was going to talk about today.
Let's get it. Let's talk, man.
Let's talk. So here's the thing: when you meet a girl or a girl meets you, they want to know about how much you make and how much are you the right provider for them. When you're meeting a girl, do you want to know how much they make and how much and what their career and everything is? Do you care about that, or only you just care about what they look like?
I used to just care about what they look like,
right?
But now, I don't need to know how much you make. I just need to know you're not broke,
right?
I'm done dating broke. Broke is dead.
Broke is dead.
Broke is dead. Where's my camera? Baroque is dead. I'm not saying you are less of a person, but you just can't come over here.
Right.
Stay where you at. Like, women don't want broke men, and I don't want broke women.
You don't want broke women.
Yeah, I'm done.
So do they have to know how to? Because you said you don't like do the cook, like you don't eat everybody's food. So do they not have to know how to cook and clean and everything else, or?
I just need the house to be clean. I don't care who did it.
Right.
I don't care who did it. A maid, a little Chinese boy. I don't care who did it. As long as it's clean.
Right.
And also that goes with food. As long as I eat. I don't care who cooked it.
Right.
Where it came from. We're eating.
Right.
It's girls out there who will say, I'm gonna make sure you eat.
Right.
You pass the test too.
Okay, so now that you want a girl that how do you get into that conversation about asking them how much money they make?
I see. That's the thing. I don't need the number.
Okay.
Like, I need to. You can look
so you
at
ask
a woman.
about a job.
Or you get
what's
to talking.
Your job?
What do you do? And she'll say some. So I'm a stereo micromanagement for NASA. Oh, I heard NASA. Also heard micromanagement.
But see, there's fancy names.
It's fancy names.
But
I can, a lot of times I can tell.
You can tell.
I can tell. How she treat me, what she got. I can tell, how she move, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm like, I just don't be broke. That's
just
it.
Don't be broke.
Like, I don't need your money, but just don't need mine either.
Right. So when you go out on these dates, do you want to, because a lot of women don't like you to go Dutch. What do you feel about Dutch situations with girls? Like you will go, here's a good question. How many dates are you supposed to go on before you go, I need this to be Dutch?
I don't think we should ever go Dutch.
You don't think you should ever go? Man.
No, not if you're interested in her.
Nah.
I think Dutch. I think if you go Dutch, it should be her idea. I think it should be like y'all out. Not even Dutch. Y'all out. Y'all having dinner. It's over with, and she look at you and say, "Baby, I got it." Like you always take care of it. I got it this time. You're like, okay, boss, I see you.
Yeah,
do what you're doing. But I didn't ask for that. I didn't expect that.
I need that in 2 dates. I got 2 dates.
You need 2 dates? So on the third date, it need to be on you, boo.
The third
it need to be on you. Okay.
I will go. The third is the last time, but by the 4th date, you gotta be like, you've gotten the last ones. I'll get this.
And what if she don't? Is that her last date?
Yeah, that's.
So you gonna pay that?
That's
you done.
I don't even think that. Yeah, I don't even like the fact that I'm even getting to four dates and I'm now paying. I start to like on the 2nd or 3rd day. I start asking girls what are they bringing to the table, because I'm tired of just having sex with girls. So what are you bringing to the table besides just
you ain't figure out what they brought to the table in the 2nd day?
I'm saying, like, because I've gotten into arguments with girls on dates where they're just like, well, you know what I do? I bring up an argument of a last situation,
right.
And I'll talk about how this girl didn't want to pay for this and that, and then that usually gets the conversation going about if girls are going to pay or not.
I'll
say you don't have to pay, but you got, you know what I mean?
I see what you did there.
Yeah, that's what I'm
trying to see
doing.
where her financial head is.
Exactly.
Yeah, to let her know, look, I got it, but I got it for me.
Okay, so why is it that you don't think that they should go Dutch? Why should you always pay?
Because let me tell you something. When I was young,
okay,
Lil Wayne said something. He said it ain't tricking if you got it, right? And I thought that was the dumbest statement in the world. I'm like, it's tricking. Right. I don't care what you got, homie. It's tricking. You are tricking. Until I had it. And then I realized mentally I thought about this the wrong way. And I didn't have it enough to think about how Lil Wayne was saying it. So what it really means is, sweetheart, I'm going to dinner regardless.
Regardless.
You just are my company who's now, my date as well. But I like to eat like this regardless.
Okay.
I just didn't want to eat by myself.
Right.
So I'm not, nothing come from this. Thank you for the company. I'm cool with that. Okay, but I feel like if you going into the date and you're trying to get something out of this, like you fishing for something, eventually the date's gonna stop because you're gonna get what you was fishing for.
But that's different from, you like, I'm just going to go eat, come join me. That's different from going on dates and getting to know somebody to see if they're compatible for you.
I only changed the concept of how the man thinks about it. That's all I changed.
What do you mean?
It's still a date.
Okay.
I can still be like, I don't like eating with you. This is it. We still can break up. Like, you get it twisted.
Right.
Yeah, this is your last.
Right.
It's your last. Them your last wings, boo-boo. So I just changed how I think about it. Okay. That's it, And I never try to go out my range. I'm never trying to, like, one day it could be steak and lobster. Tomorrow it could be in and out.
So are you asking?
It's literally what I'm in the mood for. Like, yeah.
What you're in the mood for. So are you asking the girls? Are you like? Because you're saying I'm gonna go eat. So if I go to eat at Chili's, I'm just eating at Chili's. Now you're joining me in Chili's because that's how you're doing the date. You're saying you're changing the way you're bringing it as a date. You know what I mean? Which is actually a great way to do it because it's like I was just gonna go eat at Chili's. I asked you to join me. Now, you can't get mad at me because I was eating at Chili's. That's where I was going to eat.
This is what I want.
Right. So I'm just asking you to join me, even though in your mind you're saying it's a date, which is a great way to look at it.
She can have that. Yeah.
She got it. But what if she's mad that you're always at Chili's?
Well, I'm not always at Chili's.
I'm just saying.
It's just, what type of woman are you
I'm still in that from you now.
You can have it. Yeah,
that's what I'm doing. I'm going to eat, and I was just happening to go eat at Taco Bell.
A lot of times,
if you would like to join me in the lobby of Taco Bell, then cool.
Cool. A lot of times, this is what me and drop the ball at anyway. They too busy asking her, where you want to go? What's your favorite restaurant? And now you at K Palatip or whatever. I just made it up. You know, some fancy restaurant, you know, that you got to take a boat to get to. Now you like, man, I done dropped $370 on this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, pick the restaurant.
It's
restaurant. Cool. You know, like I love those restaurants too. But like I said, I also love Pizza Hut. Like, you know, but if the woman likes you and she just want to eat.
She just want to eat.
Yeah, she will sit in line at Chipotle and get extra chicken.
Okay, so that's just restaurant eating. What about going to different places like Disneyland, like going out bowling, different date options? Are you now just being like, hey, I like bowling, so if you want to join me in bowling, like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that now changes where at some point you got to pull your money out too.
If she want to.
If she want to.
Yeah. What if she don't want to?
No, I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna be like, before we go, and be like, is this one on you?
But you dating her.
No, we dating each other.
So now, do y'all in a relationship right now?
No, we dating each other. I'm dating you to see if I can get to know you, and you're dating me to see if you get to know me, if you like me and I like you. So why should I just pay for the experience of both of us seeing if we like each other? Why am I paying for that experience solely to see if we like each other? Why aren't you paying to see if we like each other as well?
Well, we was taught as men that we are the providers and the security. Okay. Right? That's on date 1 or date 100. Okay. Right? Provide, make sure you eat. Okay. You don't need to know who paying for it.
All right, we don't live like that anymore. Now women want to be just as equal. They want to make just as much money as they should. I'm not saying they should or they shouldn't. I'm just saying, like, I've gotten into arguments with girls where they go, I'm old school. Or, use that term. Right. I'm old school. I need a guy to court me. I do this. But the way that they're acting is not old school. So my whole conversation is, well, old school, but what are you talking about? You gonna come over my house and clean my house? You clean my toilet? What is old school to you? Like, because at the end, back in the days, if you're talking old school, the man went to work and you stayed home, cooked, cleaned, took care of kids. Right. That's old school. Right. So you only old school when it comes to the money part.
So let me explain this conversation I had with this girl. She said, I would hate to be a man. Like, y'all have to pay for everything. Right. Like, I would hate that. And I said, I would hate to be a woman. Right. Because if all I got to do is pay for stuff, that's easy if you have it. Right. Right? If you have it, that ain't here. Okay. Here. Wait, let me finish.
We're showing that we have it.
Right.
So we have it. Okay, now go
all
ahead.
I got to do is pay for stuff. Okay. Groceries, the bills, blah, 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 blah. You got to take care of this house, happiness, like a whole bunch of mental stuff that weighs way more than me just giving you something. That was easy. I'm sick. You got to fix that. Right. You sick. So lock the mic down. Make sure we good. If you sick, you got to fix that. If you sick, you got to fix that.
That's hilarious.
So it's like, if you have it, but then again, it also goes back to everybody ain't, I'm not rich. I'm not acting like I am. Right. But I don't try to do more than what I can. Right. That's why I say if today is a $300 dinner date, then that's what it is. Right. Then if tomorrow is Taco Bell, then that's what it is. Right. But we gonna have fun doing both. Right. I'm not gonna I'm gonna always try to impress you, but it ain't gotta be through money. Like sometimes, like I do free dates, and it's not because I'm being cheap, but I love the museum. Right. Can you appreciate some good art?
Right.
Like Basquiat just had a gallery, a pop-up gallery. It was free. Like, you hear about certain stuff like that. Like, hey, boo, we go check out Basquiat.
Right.
It's like, oh, okay. We sitting there looking, reading stuff. We might go eat a hot dog after.
Right.
This cost me $20 plus parking.
Right.
That was with parking.
Right.
Hey, you like me, I like you. It ain't always got to be $100 date.
Very true.
Yeah, so that's what I be telling guys. Like, stop trying to lead the relationship financially with money that you finna complain about. If she like you like that, she gonna figure it out too.
See, I like, so you're what you're basically saying is, because this is the conversation you had with the girl, you said if a man has to take care of everything with the money, the woman has to take care of everything else outside of that.
Right.
Correct. Emotionally.
If that's what we're doing.
If that's what we're doing.
If that's what we're doing. Yeah.
See, I like doing things. Like, I don't mind if my girl is sick and me taking care of her.
Me neither.
I don't mind. I don't mind washing. Well, I don't really like washing dishes, but I don't mind like laundry and doing stuff like that. I don't mind just being out. Like the last girl I dated, I had a kid or whatever, and I would think about the kid and buy her stuff and just being out and just stuff like that. So I don't mind doing that type of thing. But I do feel like you got to pay for some dates as well. It can't be just whenever we go out and we going to hang out with you and your friends, and it's just like, yeah, and I'm gonna get a drink, and then I'm just sitting here just buying all the drinks. Nah, you can get you a drink and buy me one as well.
I started off with I don't date broke women. Remember that?
Okay, you did say that. I
started off with that.
Okay,
just bring it back around.
Right.
Broke women have that. I mean, women who have their own have that mentality of, I done went to the bathroom. Hey, babe, let's go. I'm like, all right, well, let me pay for the bill. Oh, I already paid it already.
Right.
Oh, okay, cool. Wasn't a conversation, wasn't nothing. She not thinking. I went and paid it already. Yeah.
Because she got money.
Because she got money. Right. Now let's talk about a vacation or whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like, hey, let's go to such and such. I tell you what, I'll get the hotel if you get the flights. Like,
right.
Well, I didn't ask you for that, but that's how she's thinking. Because she want to stay at a certain hotel.
Right.
And if he's taking care of the flights, why I like this guy enough to why I just can't get the hotel that I want to get to.
Right.
Okay, cool, let's do it.
Right.
Like, just a mentality. But then when you got girls who are looking for something financially, that's when it's draining.
Right.
That's when it's like, you want me to lead with the money first. And there's a guy out there for you. I got friends like that.
Yeah.
They lead with money first. They like her.
Right.
Because she can't think without him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She can't even eat sometimes without him.
Right.
And that's his power.
Right.
His money. I don't like that. Like you.
Yeah.
You
I don't like that either.
Yeah, you can't eat without me. Like, you finna starve today. Because I ain't hungry yet. Yeah.
I don't like. I have some friends like that too that are just like, their power is in the money that they have.
Right.
So they can control the women that they have by the money that they have, and they go, okay, I'm gonna, like you said, you can't eat without me.
Right. They don't be talking about nothing.
Right.
Ain't got no type of personality. Everything is led with money.
Right. Everything was led with money.
Yeah. I remember at one point when I didn't have it, I always had a great personality. I was always a nice guy, I was dating girls who dated the millionaires.
Right.
They would I would call them. They'd be like, hey, I'm out with such and such and play for such and such.
Right.
And I'd be like, dang, that's what's up. Give me something too.
Right. But you could do that because you're a nice looking dude, which is not really everyone. There's not that many attractive guys in the world. Right.
Well, I never counted them. I don't know.
But you can walk down the street and see if a nigga's attractive or not.
And you know what's crazy? Nowadays, I don't know who these women like. They be naming off guys, and I don't think they. I'd be like, oh, that's who women like these days. Like, you don't be shocked at that sometimes.
So they be like, that's one of my
such and such so fine. I'd be like,
yeah, that's one of my date questions. I have like date questions for girls, and one of my date questions for girls is, name me a celebrity. Name me 5 celebrities that are your type without knowing them. Just the look. I just what do you
see
like?
What they say, right?
And see what they say.
Yeah.
Like, don't go off their acting or what you think their personality is.
Right.
Just if you go, this is my type, this celebrity,
right?
And the people that these girls be picking, I'd be like, why the fuck are you on a date with me? How are you on a date with me?
Hey.
And you like this dude,
right?
I don't understand. And I think it's something about him. And then I'm like, stop with the personality. I'm just talking about straight looks. I'm gonna, you know what I mean?
I feel you. It's something about Lil Wayne. What?
Something about Lil Wayne. Right.
What?
I be having girls that be telling me stuff.
You want to battle rap him or something?
Right.
What is you attracted to?
This is
I'll hail the king. I love Wayne.
Yeah.
But what?
Right. This is facts though. But I like the way you look at stuff. I'm not going to change my opinion about the third to fourth date you guys.
No, you shouldn't.
But I'm saying, but I do like the fact that you are saying, I don't mind taking care of it, but you date women that have it to do already. Say I can take care of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which is a great way to do. But how do you even find those type? Like, how do you even date now? How do you date? Do you, you know what I mean? Like, how do you, are you online? Are you walking up to girls in the club? You girls in the supermarket? How are you dating?
Let me tell you this story right quick. When I was about to get kidnapped.
Okay. You was about to get kidnapped.
I thought I was about to get kidnapped. This is the first time I dated a woman with money.
Okay.
Right? She said, hey, what you doing this Friday? And I'm like, I mean, it's a light. I'll figure it out. But something like that. Something vague. She said, let's go to Cabo. And I was like, it's like Tuesday, I think.
Right.
And I'm like, Cabo? Like, she was like, you got a passport, right? And like, we knew. We probably been on a date or two.
Right.
So she was like, you got a passport, right? And I was like, yeah, I got a passport. She was like, all right. I hear her typing, us doing something. I'm like, okay. She's like, cool. I got the flight. And I'm like, you got the flight? Okay, well, send it to me, how much it was, and I'll shoot it back to you. She was like, ooh, this is a nice room. Okay, cool. I got the room. I got the room and the flight. And I'm like, I hope she ain't pick no crazy room, because I don't know what type of money she think I got.
Right.
And so I was like, well, just send me everything. She was like, don't worry about it. Just pay for whatever we eat when we get there. And I was like, don't worry about it. Oh, this is a setup.
You thought it was a setup?
This is a setup. Yeah, this is a setup. Like, who does that? Who gets a man flight and hotel in another country? Who does? This is a setup, fam. I'm not going.
Oh, so you said you ain't going?
Not going. Nope. For like 2 days, I didn't answer the phone. I put it in my group. I told everybody what was going on. My homeboy was like, hey, we gonna go to, because she thinks she about to, get my boy. We gonna be in the same hotel, blah, 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 blah.
So what did you think she was gonna do? You thought she was going...
I don't know who sent her. We on date 2. Maybe one of the old ops. The old ops sent her like, hey, that's him over there.
Right.
Go date him. Right. Get him in another country.
It's over.
And it's over for him. Yeah. Like, this could have been stretched out over years. I don't know. All this is in my head. I'm like, listen, I have a particular set of skills.
See, what's funny
if you don't harm me, I will let you go.
I will let you go.
But if you harm me.
Hey, listen, that happened to me recently. I was going to this girl invite, but she had already had
right.
her thing. What do you say?
Steal your kidneys.
Oh, they're gonna steal the kidneys.
Oh yeah. That's what I was like. Yeah, they gonna chop me up.
Right. That is very true. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
So I was hanging out with this girl, and she was already going to Mexico, and she was like, "Just come down here. I already got everything because I'm already going."
Right.
And I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm not going." She was like you said, get the food and the drinks, and this girl can drink. And so she never was gonna get them, y'all.
Them drinkers.
See,
you be asking who you attracted to, who your crush. I'd be like, how much can you drink? Because let me tell you something. The food is whatever, but them drinks in LA, drinks be $18, $22 for one.
For one,
and she want 4.
Yeah. Let me tell you this.
But 4, then it's bye.
Yeah, bye.
I need you to walk me to the car.
Yeah, this girl is beautiful, body out of control, amazing.
You didn't go?
No, because she said, I just get down here. You don't have to pay for the room or nothing, and you just get food and drinks. And I was like, I know how much you drink. No.
Oh, you played yourself.
No.
Let me tell you why.
Why? I'm going to tell you why after you tell me why.
I'm not going to say you played yourself.
Okay.
But okay, she drinks.
Okay.
You can't get around that. But now I'm coming with bottles. What does she drink? Hennessy, tequila? I'm coming with the best tequila. The whole bottle. I bought here.
You can't get that on the flight, though.
Why you can't? You check it.
Okay, you check it. All
Yeah.
right. All right.
You saving money. I'm checking bottles.
No, because here's what happens too. They be stealing out of the.
Okay, cool. I buy it in the airport then.
Okay.
It's a little bit more, but whatever.
Right. Right.
Or buy it as soon as I land.
Right. Okay.
I don't gotta buy it.
Okay.
Now we still gonna have to buy restaurant drinks because that's a vibe.
Right.
You know, but she's already there.
Right.
Because we've been drinking all day on the bottles.
Right.
Yeah, she's already there. So now we're in the restaurant. She don't need but 2. She don't need but 2.
I don't think you understand that this girl can drink.
Okay, you dealing with an alcoholic. That's
Listen.
You're dealing with an AA member. I can't help you.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you how much this girl drinks, and she is so like you know how I remember the first time going over to her house, and she was drinking, like we went to the store and got a bottle of vodka. Like a big bottle of vodka.
She drinks vodka. That's the problem.
And she was like, it was straight her drinking. And I was sitting there, I'm going, how are you alive? How are you able to drink half this bottle or more? Because she wasn't adding it with nothing. It was just, she was just drinking.
She wasn't no chaser.
No. And she was up. Like, you know what I mean? It's like usually that'll knock somebody out. She was up singing karaoke, all kind of, and you know, once they get drunk, I'm nowhere near as drunk as her because she mad drunk and just able to drink. And you know, when you sober and somebody drunk, it's the most irritating because they just doing all kind of stuff. And I was sitting there like, damn, this girl bad, but I don't even want to smash.
Oh, I hate the drunk one.
Yeah, I left.
Like, I get you there. Let's talk about that window for a second.
Which one?
That window.
Okay.
That window of she's nice.
Nice.
She's feeling it. She talking all type of, oh, when we get to the room and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And you like, yeah, I'm blah, 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 blah. That window, you got to start moving.
Right. So how do you know when that window is? That's how, where do you, because it can go from everything is cool to them in 5 minutes crying.
Or mad, or fighting, or sleepy.
Or whatever.
It can go whichever 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how do you get that window? Where is that window at?
It normally starts with a touch.
Okay.
It's a intimate touch, just a hand on your shoulder,
right.
on your neck, rubbing you. Oh, the window has just opened.
Right. Right.
I gotta get out of here.
You gotta get out of here.
But it still gotta be smooth.
Right.
Still gotta be, finish your drink. Excuse me, waiter. Yeah, just don't even wait for him to bring the check back. Give him the card.
Right.
Here you go, sir. Just go on. Whatever it is, just bring me the receipt.
Right.
And get her out of there. That window is, cause then you gotta calculate how far are we from where we going? The room or whatever, the house, whatever y'all doing. Traffic. Oh God, she gonna be sitting in the car. And
yeah.
This here. You gotta keep her up. You gotta hope you driving. You don't have a driver. Play some music. She wonder why the window's down.
You gotta keep
you
her
playing
up.
Nuck if you buck. Gotta keep you up.
This is facts.
Yes, this is facts. All that 90s R&B is out the window.
You Nuck if you buck. Keep her up. No, because I've gone out on. Or what about this one? Is when you know they right, so you try to get them back to wherever you gotta go, and they say, "Well, what we doing next?" And you like. Because you can't really go, I want to go back to the room, because they're going to be like, no, I don't, let's go do something else. Let's go figure that out. I hate when they say, so what are we going to do now? And I just want to be like, well, go fuck, right? That's what, right? That's what we doing now. But you can't say that. Say it's like, well, I was just thinking we can go here. Like,
You got to give them an option. That's a step to what you call it. What y'all going to do? Okay. To that, you have to give them a step.
All right.
So whatever it is. I mean, we can go back to the hotel and drink some more if you want to do that. That's a step. We're closer.
We're closer.
You know. Go back to my house, watch TV. It's got to be something that's a step.
Right.
I'm not going further away from the ending goal.
Okay.
If that's the goal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, that's the goal. But,
okay, so speaking of this, I love, because all of our conversations are already been with the transition to what my next one of like questions was going to be, or topics we was going to talk about.
We just came to talk.
We just said we just talking shit.
Just talk.
That's the name. That's why I love the name of this podcast. It's just called Just Talking Shit. But so how do you feel about? Okay, what R. Kelly did was wrong, right? It was a wrong situation. Him messing with girls underage and everything. But I am just so tired of everybody judging him, because when I was growing up, all the dudes used to come get these young girls from school. All these older cats, all these, you know what I mean? Like, you remember when you was in high school, all the bad girls had the dudes that was mad older, and they was all under 18.
I used to say that when I was in high school.
Did you?
Be like, man, wait till I graduate. I'm going to have me a car by then.
Right.
I'm going to have some money by then. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to get all the girls.
Right.
And then I graduated. I ain't been back to that school since.
Right.
I don't want none of y'all.
None of them.
So we didn't see a problem with it when we was growing up. Because
Right.
we was their age. We just looking like, dang, she want the older dude. And I ain't the older dude. I don't care what I do. I'll never be the older dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And the girls that we're talking about were bad.
There was the bad ones too. I'm talking about the ones that looked at us like, I don't mess with students.
Right.
Like, you know, and it was a little jealousy, envy. But then when you became him, you're like, wait, something wrong with that dude. Because I don't want them.
Right.
I'm in college now. Like, I want college. You know.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying though, but
what you're saying is let's go back to the R. Kelly situation. Yeah. Just because it was normal at the time don't make it right.
Right.
It's just none of their parents told them, like, what you doing with a 25-year-old man? Or 22 or whatever, how old he was, and you 17. What you doing with him? And why he wants you? Like, I can fully understand why a 17-year-old girl wants a 25-year-old man. I fully get it.
You fully get it.
I'm not mad at her at all.
Right.
Because
we're not mature enough.
He's probably not even that. He looks good.
Right.
He's established. He's vehicle, job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Money. He can do more for her than a 17-year-old boy can.
Right.
So, of course, that's what she wants. But what's wrong with him? What's wrong with you, homie?
He just want to smash. And she look good.
Yeah, but that's a child. And so mentally, she ain't even where you at. That's a child, bro.
That's not. Well, let me tell you what. No, listen, let me tell you. Women develop in the mind way faster than men. So it could be a 17. Okay, let me just put this out there because you have to. And I just want to say I'm not doing that. I know. You got to put it out there because then it's
right.
like, he said, they'll take a clip and be like, Ocean loves to fuck 18-year-olds and 17-year-olds. That's not what I'm saying.
Donovan was not in that room. I promise you that. I was not.
All I'm saying is we're debating the point. My point is, if you're 17, your mind is developed to like a 22, 23-year-old. So with that, if you're 23, 24 as a man, you guys are pretty much on the same wavelength anyway. Now, I can understand somebody 40 getting with an 18-year-old or something like that, then that's different. But somebody 22, when we was in high school and these 17, 16, 17-year-olds was hanging out with these 24, 25-year-olds coming to the school in the car.
Let's do this. Let me explain it like this.
Okay.
Cool. I'm on a physical aspect, right?
Right.
I'm sure you don't know the number, but by the time you turn 25, how many bodies did you have?
I had bodies.
You had bodies at 25.
At 25.
Yeah, and you probably started when? At 16, 15?
No, 13.
13.
Okay.
So that's a 12-year span.
Bodies.
Of bodies, right? She's 17, right? We're not talking about you because you just ain't you.
Yeah,
I'm just saying
about,
men.
yeah, right.
Yeah, so at 25, bodies. Right. So at 17, she probably don't have a 10% of the bodies I have at 17.
All right.
What can she possibly do for me? Because now my experience have changed. That oral has changed. You got to be a monster at 25. I'm looking for a monster. 17 don't have it.
What do you mean?
17, your arch.
What do you mean?
Like sexually, I need
I
need you better to keep up. Like I don't need to teach you. I mean, we all gonna teach each other throughout life. Right. But you trying to hit it from the back. Her back straight. What is this, sweetheart?
No.
Why your back straight?
See, I don't know how old you are, and I'm not going to ask you, but you're talking from your older self now. You go back to when you was 24, 25, you wasn't sitting there going, oh, I need a monster of a girl in bed. You were you were still trying to figure yourself out. So, I mean, you know what I mean?
Of course, but I didn't want nothing who didn't know what it was doing, is what I'm trying to say.
No, I'm not saying.
I didn't have it. I'm not saying like I was the monster. I had it all together at 25. I'm not saying that.
I'm just saying you're going from your older self to now putting yourself back in that younger self. When you were younger, there was a lot of things that I did when I was younger that I would nowhere near do today. Or I wouldn't think the same way. Or I would be like, damn, I can't even believe I did that in life. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the number one thing I try to teach my son. You got to think for your future and not just right now, because there's a lot of things that you might not think is cool, but you think it's cool and it's not cool.
So do you feel like we should let 17-year-old girls and 16-year-old girls make their own decision?
No, I'm not saying that they should make their own decisions, but in other countries, girls are, it isn't the age thing that it is here.
So what should we do? So, I mean, what's the solution?
The solution is to keep it where it is, right? You know what I mean? You can't be, you know what I mean? I don't think that, here's what I will say. I don't think that you should crucify some dude if he's 19 and he's fucking with a 17-year-old. Like, that's too close in age. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, I don't think we should be, but you know, somebody 26 fucking with a 17-year-old is not cool.
Right.
But, you know, you can go to jail if you're 19 and somebody's 17.
Let's turn the tables for a second, right? True story. I talked about this in therapy and everything. Right. I was 16, got some head for the first time from a woman who's 26 years old. She's 10 years older than me. Probably the best head I've ever had to this day. Definitely top 3. Top 3. To this day. You remember I was 16.
You remember your top 3 head? You know who those people are? Okay.
No. Adam. In case y'all were. Put the name in the comments. Yeah. It actually ruined me.
Why is that?
I'm going to tell you why.
Why?
I was too young for that type of talent. So now imagine a 16-year-old boy dating 16 and 17-year-old girls, and we get to sexual activity. I'm like, what is this? I'm going through a disappointment after disappointment after disappointment after disappointment.
Nobody's gonna equal up to that.
And what nobody's supposed to.
Right.
Because they didn't have the experience, the skill level that she had.
Right.
That's the same thing if we turn the tables and it's a grown man and a little girl. But grown men, it's almost like I can't get what's my age because those women are way more mentally surpassed me already.
Right.
So I don't even want to deal with that.
Right.
I'd rather go down a little bit to a woman who's kind of mentally on my age and make it easier for me.
Right. But that's the same type of dudes that we're talking about that use their money to control their situations.
That's probably what they grew up to
like,
be.
Even if I'm even if I'm a multimillionaire, I'm not using my money to control any girls. I don't want any shit like that. So
at all.
I get what you're saying on how that would be. And again, I just want to continue to preface that it's just a topic that we're talking about, and we got to have some.
No, I understand because I know you.
Because I don't want people to be like, Ocean is the, well, fuck with an H. No, I'm just saying.
No, I've seen Ocean's bodies. They borderline cougar. Just tell you that. Not young at all.
But I be having like these 26-year-olds be hitting on me. I be like, okay.
No, I feel you.
Yeah, okay. Hey. People say that. People go, yo, but what do y'all have to talk about? I'm not even really trying to talk to you about nothing.
I be telling them. This is how I get them off me.
Okay.
They be, 25, 26, trying to, flirt. I be telling them, like, look, it's going to cost you over here, sweetheart.
What you mean?
Like the little homie from Compton say, this dick ain't free. It's going to cost you a little something, baby. Just can't come over here with the pretty face.
You can't just come over here with the pretty face. Okay, so do you believe in monogamy in a relationship? Like, do you believe in an open relationship? What is your views on open relationship?
I believe me and the person I'm with is going to make our own rules. It depends on who that person is for each party. Like, if we both believe in monogamy and we been honest with each other, then that's what we need to do.
Right.
But even within monogamy, let's set our own rules. A lot of people fail because they're not having a conversation of setting your own rules.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, you get married and you were taught that marriage is supposed to be this cookie cutter, white picket fence, dog, 2 kids, 2 cars, like,
right.
And then it's just painted. Everybody have to have the same marriage, and
right.
that ain't life
real.
now.
That's
it's not real.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do I like? What do you like? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I find the wife,
mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want to live with her, and that's crazy. I know it's crazy. She can live across the street, down the street, same neighborhood, something like that.
Why is that?
Because that's my happiness, is my aloneness.
Right.
And I don't want to feel, because I stay up under girl knowing I don't want to be there, just because I also don't want to see her sad.
Right.
So now that was old me. So now it's like, I need you to understand. I like being by myself. Has nothing to do with another woman. Has nothing to do with me wanting to cheat and nothing like that. It's just, I don't have to live with you. We could be a happily married couple. Bliss. People look up to us, but you live across the street.
Okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Then.
Okay.
They're gonna say, well, why can't you just have your own separate part of the house?
Cool. If I don't have the money or the means to have 2 houses that's across the street from each other.
We're just talking about
if I do have it, but I got my own part, man cave.
No, just saying. Yes, you're saying you can live here, I can live here. She's gonna say is, well, why don't we just live together and you just go and have your own separate thing where you can go and be by yourself.
Okay, so that comes with compromise. So if I say, because I've met a couple women who be like, oh God, you're right, I don't gotta live with my husband either. Cool, in that area we match. But let's say I meet a girl who ain't with it, right? Like, we can't live together? You crazy. Nah, you better get this part of the house. I can settle for that.
You can settle for
that. I don't
that.
have to live across the street. No, I don't. I'm just telling you my perfect world. I don't have to. But when I go to my wing,
don't bother me.
I'm not going to say don't bother me, but just understand he's over there for a reason. You could come over there. Just like if I live across the street, we live across the street from each other. You could always be at my house. My house is popping. It's probably look better than yours. Spend the night, chill. But mentally, I know she can go back across the street.
Okay.
Same way if got my wing. It's so much mental, just knowing, I don't want to deal with this right now. Let me just, rather than having an argument or causing tension in the home, she knows, oh, he's walking to his side. All right, he just need a minute.
You just need a minute.
He just need a minute. That's cool. Maybe I need one too.
Right.
We go through relationships sometimes and we don't miss each other no more because we always in each other's face. Like COVID destroyed so many people. So many people. Because they didn't get a chance to miss each other. Right. You just up under. It's like, oh my God, I don't even like you. Yeah. No, I liked my COVID girlfriend. I had
I had a pandemic girlfriend. I liked mine. Because I liked having sex with her. So we would have sex. Just all we did was.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
I'm switching it a little bit. You said all y'all did was have sex. Are you the type that you need it all day?
No.
All day? Okay.
Well, okay, that's a loaded question.
What's too much sex?
With the same person?
Yeah, same person. What's too much sex?
Man.
In 7 days, what's too much?
7 days is I don't feel like I should be having sex every day. 7 times a week is a whole lot of sex.
So that's okay. So that's a bit much.
That's a lot. So that means
what's perfect?
That's 30. So realistically, it should be okay for me. I don't. Okay,
we talking about you. Yeah, just you.
Me. I don't like girls who are aggressively asking me to have sex. I don't like women being like, are we gonna have sex? Can we have sex? Are we gonna have sex? I don't like that shit.
Right.
I want to be the one
initiating
it.
Yeah.
I want to be the one in it. And if I initiate it, I'm gonna have it all the time. But the second you start going, are we gonna have sex tonight? Or we gonna go home and fuck later? No, we're not. I'm going to sleep. You know what I mean? I don't like I don't want you to initiate it. What?
We was just talking about, you getting her drunk and y'all both nice. And then she, gets that window of, hey, what's up? We gonna get back to the house and blah, 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 blah.
But that's me saying it. That's not her saying it.
No, she's in that window too. That window of that sexy talk.
But that's great if a girl can be like.
But you were saying you wanted it too.
But I'm saying if a girl go, you want to get out of here? Okay, cool. I'm talking about we already
in a relationship.
We already been fucking and we already been. I don't like when
we got history.
Like,
okay.
Yeah, I don't like when you're just like, are we gonna fuck tonight? We gonna have sex later on, right? I mean, damn, I ain't had dick in I don't want to do all that.
It could get annoying.
It's gonna get annoying, and I don't like that.
Right.
So I like to be the one to initiate it as well, as the thing.
Right.
That was your. What about you?
Best of both worlds. I need a little bit of both.
You need a little bit of both.
Sometimes I need you to come get this thing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just want to be chilling.
Right.
I'm talking about soft as a pillow.
Right.
I need you come down here and get that thing. You know what I'm saying? Because if you sitting around here waiting on me, I'm mentally everywhere. I'm thinking about jokes, shows, getting some more money.
Right.
You might be the last thing on my brain.
Right.
But lo and behold, you might be like, he looks stressed.
Right.
Let me go on.
Right.
Let me go on. I like that. But if it's annoying, I get the annoying button you talking about. I get it. That, you coming over here?
Right.
We about to, hey man, like, we just did it Monday.
We just did, but see, with my pandemic girlfriend, we had sex. All we did was eat, sleep, drink, and fuck. Nothing else.
I think that was it for everybody.
That was it for everybody. But you could be in a house where, you didn't want to have sex all the time. I wanted to have sex with her all the time. So I was good with just being in the house having sex with her.
Because it was her, though. It wasn't just you wanted sex. It was...
I liked having sex with her.
What made her different?
I don't know, because I've never
been... You
have
to know. You got to know. You got to type in.
No, I was...
Because it probably got more so... It's more about you than her.
What do you mean? See, you didn't took therapy, so now you over here trying to be...
What's crazy, I was about to say, this is therapy talk.
Right. You didn't took therapy. It had nothing to do with anything other than I was super attracted to her and the pussy was good.
So you trying to tell me you've never been super attracted to somebody and the pussy was good? And you didn't get tired of them? Yes, you have. So it had something to do with something else.
No, like I said, I liked having sex with her.
Why, Ocean?
It was just good. So I liked having sex with her. She also didn't really, get...
Did she not get on your nerves?
No.
Was it...
she would get drunk and we would argue. So yeah, we was fighting, especially in the house. We you're in the house all day, every day together. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
that's your homework assignment. I want you to figure out.
I ain't doing nothing.
I want you to figure out.
Was your therapist white?
I've had Asian and white. My next will be black.
Your next will be black.
Yeah, I say black for later because I'm not ready for a black woman yet. Like,
was your therapist women?
Women, all women.
All women.
Yeah.
They look good, or they were just like
they
attractive?
was decent. I didn't care about that.
You didn't care about that?
Yeah, I just religion. I needed that to be Christian, and I needed it. I know
because you have a certain type of woman that you like.
Of course,
right?
Black women,
right?
I love black women.
Yeah,
that's not excluding other women, but
right.
my preference is black women.
See, you can go into a therapy session with an attractive Caucasian girl and just be like, well, it's just therapy.
It's therapy.
Not me. I'll be in there like, damn, how can I get this girl to suck my dick? You know what I mean?
Oh shit, you're gonna have to grow up.
But I'm not taking therapy.
I mean, I could walk in and be a bad black woman. I'm not doing it because I came here for help. And me crossing that barrier, I'm gonna mess it up.
So what made you decide to get therapy? I've never thought I needed therapy. Is that a problem if you don't think you need therapy? Why is it? Because it's something that we never talk about, men getting therapy, especially black men getting therapy.
What if I told you, whether you thought you needed it or not? Because what we was taught is something wrong with you, and you're going through mental issues and you need therapy, which is true. But what if I told you, even if you're good and you don't have trauma, therapy will still make you better? So however amazing your life is, imagine still going to therapy and you still being better. Imagine going to therapy and just talking about how good your life is. And your therapist, I'm not a therapist, so I don't know what, their skills and what they're going to say or whatever. But you leave with, dang, I didn't even look at it like that. I can be so much better.
Yeah, right.
Like, it's just a tool to get you better. So if you messed up and you don't have it together, you're going to get better. If you're amazing and you got it all together and your life figured out and you Jay-Z you gonna get better.
Right.
Like that's what I don't push, hey man, you got some childhood trauma.
Right.
And your daddy touched you. I'm not doing that. I don't know. I just tell people, bro, just go. I bet you get better. I bet you get better, bro.
So you just go and you just start, like, because how does a conversation even start? Because if you feel like you ain't got nothing to talk about, how does that situation even get to that?
I've had therapy sessions where I was going like, man, I'm walking in. I'm like, I really don't have nothing for her today. And I walk in and she ain't said nothing. I did all the talking. So you really don't even know until you get in there and get to sitting down. Like every day ain't about tears and crying, and it's their job. They gonna pull. They gonna figure it out. It's like if say I'm the therapist right now, and I'm like, Ocean, I like your glasses, man. Like, what's up? Why'd you feel like the need to wear them inside?
Right.
Then you have an answer, right?
Well, if you had watched my last podcast, you would have known that I'm fat right now, and this makes me look skinnier with the glasses and the hat on.
So you have a problem? You don't want to be fat?
Oh, hell no.
Okay. What weight would you want to be in? What are you doing to get there?
And then it goes like that.
Yeah, then it goes like that. Boom. And then you and this bitch crying. My dad called me fat.
That's why I don't tell my son he's fat, even though, but yeah, okay. I try not to tell him I don't just anything, because I know how that can be later on.
I sure hope he ain't watching this.
No, I don't let him watch none of my stuff.
Told him.
Yeah, it's like a funny thing. I don't let him watch things because it's just funny. Like I remember Damon Jr. telling me a story about when he was growing up, he had never seen In Living Color. His dad never let him see his stuff. And he went to school and he had no idea about In Living Color. And, In Living Color was huge. And so people in school were Homie the Clown. And somebody came up and hit him and said, homie, don't play that. And Damon Jr. had no idea what was going on. So him and the kid got into a fight. He started beating the kid ass because he just was like, why you hitting me?
Why you hitting me, right? With a sock.
With a sock, and the kid is like, your dad.
Oh, they knew it was his dad.
I mean, they knew Homie the Clown.
Okay.
So they just
I thought maybe they didn't even know he was his dad.
Maybe they didn't know him or it didn't, but whatever.
It didn't matter. But to go home and be like, what happened to you? This dude hit me with a sock and said, I hope we don't play that. And I didn't understand what it was.
Right. Exactly.
That's an amazing compliment as a dad, though.
Yeah.
Like someone used one of my jokes on my child. I'm like, I want to meet him. Ain't that bad. He's pretty cool, you know.
All right, so we about to end this, but our last...
Nah, I got all day. Let's go. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Our last thing, what is it that... tell me something that people don't know about you.
Man, don't know.
One thing people don't know about you.
I really want friends.
You really want friends?
I really do.
You don't have that many friends?
No, I don't have that many. I'm not searching for them.
Right.
You see me when I'm out. Like I don't look approachable
at all.
I don't. I look like I want all the smoke. Like I just don't look.
Right.
But I'm working on that. It's not from an evil, like a mean place. It's just my face. It's just I'm just thinking a lot. You know what I'm saying? I've had other comics be like, "Yo, he don't even speak to me," which that makes me upset because they tell other people like,
instead of telling you,
or
speak to you.
Or speak to me. Like, yo, he ain't speak to me. But then you tell somebody else that, it sounds like I spoke to him. He didn't speak to me. No, you didn't speak to me either.
Right.
And I'm not mad that you didn't speak to me. I ain't telling people like, so now it's like, yo, Donnivin the asshole. It's like, no, I just don't fool with y'all.
Right.
But I would like to. So when they have, comedic, like house parties or all the comics is going to dinner, whatever they doing, I don't never get invited. So then I sort of asked them, like, yo, why you ain't tell me? They was like, because we know you ain't coming.
Right.
And I was like, well, give me the option not to come.
Right.
Probably not. But give me
give me the option.
Not to come. Yeah. So I
why do you think that is that you don't really be like speaking to people and fucking with people like that?
Man, niggas is corny, bro.
Right.
You know it, man.
I
Them niggas is corny. Like most comedians is corny, bro.
Right.
And I just like, let's keep it at work. Like, let's keep it there. Like, but it's certain cats that I feel like they cool.
Right.
I'm not saying we gotta be best friends, but hey man, the comedy club, let's go grab a drink. Like let's what you working on? How can we help each other? Like camaraderie. Like I'm not above approach. You know what I'm saying? I'm with all that, but I think a lot of people feel like I'm set in my ways and I can't be approached. And like I'm like, nah, I've had Clayton Thomas said this one time. He said when people be like, yo, what's up with Donnivin? Or I don't like him or something like that. He always say, oh, you don't know him.
You don't know him.
You don't know him. Just off you saying that, I know that you don't know him.
Right.
Because he's nothing like what you think he is.
At all.
But Donnivin is going to allow you to think that that's what he is.
Right.
Because I'm such a dope friend.
Absolutely. I can contest to that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm such a dope friend. I'll cut myself thin giving this dopeness to everybody.
Yeah.
So if you got to cross that threshold. You know what I'm saying? I'm the guy in the friendship that you call 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Hey, bro, I need you to come get me. I'm not about to question you.
Right.
Why you at? Why you over there? What you doing? You ain't call nobody else?
Right.
I'm finna get out of my bed and come get you. Drop you off, going back to sleep.
Right.
We'll discuss it later, bro.
Right.
Like, I'm that friend.
Right.
Like, I know I do stuff for people, and while I'm doing it, I know they wouldn't do the same thing for me. But at the same time, I also do things out of love.
Right.
So you don't owe me nothing.
Right. You don't owe me shit.
You don't owe me nothing. I did it because I wanted to.
Right.
But there's also certain things I don't want to do and I ain't doing.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to do. I ain't doing.
My thing is, I have a horrible memory, so people come up to me and they think that I remember them and I don't, and I have to play it off like I remember the whole situation and the whole nine.
I had to stop doing that.
So what do you do?
Tell the truth. I don't remember. Because a lot of times when you don't remember, it's something small. They be like, you remember we was in Denver and I had said, what's up to you at Denny's? How am I supposed to remember that?
Right.
That was 4 years ago. I remember Denny's and I remember, but I don't remember. I ain't know you was the cook. Don't. But then you have niggas. I'm not talking about black people. You got niggas who will use that And they be walking to me, what up, boy? Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Remember we was in Atlanta? I was like, man, I don't remember you, bro.
I don't remember you.
Nah, man, hey, this the homie right here, y'all. This him. Hey, we gonna go with you. I don't.
They didn't told their friends that y'all boys.
That we, or something more than what it is. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know you.
But I have a horrible memory. But you know, that's what the thing is for me, I just can't remember shit. So if you see me out here and I don't remember you, please don't take it personal. I just don't remember.
Right.
But I think that's the end of our this show. I try to keep this show under an hour.
Let's keep it there, man.
Keep it under an hour.
Let's walk off. Don't even say bye. Let's just get up and leave. Yeah. Don't even say bye to these people. They gonna know it's off when the commercial come on. Bye.
Hello. What up?